talking to me. And I don't know, but like, it's cool that he shared it with someone who is totally different than him. Like, totally. He could have just shared it with like the local priest and be like, hey dude, like, I'm the Messiah, we're gonna work together and, keep it to ourselves and just save all the Jews. But like, he went to a totally different place and was like, hey, everybody in my culture doesn't like you, but I'm letting you know that I'm the Messiah, and like, I can save you too, because you're no different. She told everyone in her village. And in John 4:39, they say, many Samaritans from the village believed in Jesus because the woman had said, he told me everything I ever did. When they came out to see him, they begged him to stay in their village. So he stayed for 2 days, long enough for many more to hear his message and believe. Then they said to the woman, now we believe, not just because of what you told us, but because we have heard him ourselves. Now we know that he is indeed the Savior of the world. So he goes to this foreign village. You're telling me you go to this foreign village, you serve somebody, you tell them that you're the Messiah, and then all the people that hate your culture end up believing in you at the end of the day, and you stay for 2 days and share it with so much more people. Like, that is crazy. He declares his presence to all of these people and lets them know, like, hey, like, you guys are no different than my Jewish people, than my Jewish culture. You guys are no different because I'm the Savior of all. I'm the Savior of all the land, not just the Savior of the Jews. The woman who everyone looked down on knew of Jesus first. He sat there and told her, like, hey, I know you've done A, B, C through Z, but I love you and I'm here to save you as well. In some ways, this woman who nearly everyone looked down on became one of the first people to spread the message of who Jesus was. In parts of the world where Jesus hadn't even experienced for himself. People hadn't even experienced him at all. Probably didn't even know who he was, didn't even know he was coming. And she was able to share his good word and his physical presence with them. This woman was someone that everyone avoided. He moved towards her. He talked to her. He inspired her. That person who sits by themselves, we can move towards them. We can talk to them. We can inspire them. We can show the kindness and the goodness and the love of the Lord with them. And then they can go and share to all their friends and their family, and then they can move to California and then share with their friends and their family. Then a person that they shared, they're probably in the military, they moved to Japan and they share. And now the seed that you planted is just growing vines all across the world. Just because you simply saw someone the way that the Lord sees them and didn't avoid them because they were different than you. His simple conversation, just him speaking to this woman, looking her way, broke every cultural rule of all time. Think about a cultural rule that we have. I don't know.
Don't send someone's like you don't know who they are.
Okay. All right.
Don't lick someone's hands.
Don't wash someone's feet in public. How about
did that too.
Okay. That's a cultural rule. People just don't go around washing people's feet.
Don't eat pigs. What? I eat them all the time. No. Yeah, don't eat pig. What? Why not?
Okay. In some cultures, it's a rule to not eat pigs, or it's a cultural rule to be like, hey, if they kind of stink a little bit, don't go next to him. That's a little. Huh? Don't touch a woman. Okay.
No, just in any way. Yeah, just like.
Another cultural rule could be, I don't know, if they're a different race, they're from out of the country, Sharing a meal. I'm not sharing my food with you. Caleb, you cannot have my Zaxby's. See, that's what most people do. It's like, I'm just not sharing food. If you're eating your food, sitting outside your house or on your front porch, you're just eating your lunch, eating a sandwich, you know.
Don't eat food until the sunset.
Are you like giggling these?
Don't eat food until the sun sets. Okay. I'm just sitting there eating my sandwich on my porch, on my property that my parents own, and someone and someone walks up to me and they're like, "Hey, can I have some?" Exactly. Get off of my property. My immediate response, my rule that culture has bred me to speak was no. I'm not giving you that. Now, if you deeply think about your reasoning, what is your reasoning? Why are you not giving them your food?
Because you don't want to share?